Hello friends, welcome back to my channel and to another Plan With Me video. This week we are back planning the week of October 23rd through to October 29th, and we are using this absolutely stunning kit from Plannerface called Masquerade. I am obsessed with this kit, I am obsessed with this spread. I decided to pair it with a foil bundle from Lena Designs that I picked up a while ago in a sale, and it has this like cobweb spider pattern on it. And given that this kit is very like haunted house, like masquerade ball in a haunted house, I thought that it worked really well. The only issue is because I'm a no white space planner, you can't really see the webs. So the underlays are pretty much covered. The only part in the kit where you see the webs are down the bottom with the washi overlay. But nonetheless, I think it's really pretty. I didn't use the full foil bundle. I wasn't sure whether I wanted to lay the webs over the art because the artwork, in my opinion, is absolutely stunning. So I wasn't sure whether I wanted to like completely web it over. I'm still not sure. I may go back and put some overlays on, but we will see. But if you have an opinion either way, definitely let me know in the comments below because it's not too late. I haven't done it. I haven't done my flip through yet. So let me know your thoughts below. As you can see, I'm just placing down the overlays, or the underlays rather, now, and I'm kind of alternating them because they're pretty much the same pattern, just reversed. So like they're flipped. Like if you look at the way that I've laid them down, they're kind of flipped. And I don't know, I just think they're really fun. It's just a plain silver core foil. And I don't know, I think this spread turns out to be really tidy, really neat. And I love the colors. I decided to keep things interesting this week. So in my sidebar, I have actually used the tall box at the top. And then I've used just two of the regular boxes below that. And then in the top left-hand corner, I've just used one of the paint swatches. I was going to say splodges, but no, paint swatches. And then, of course, I've put some deco around it. And then I put the monthly script from Plannerface as well, just to indicate what day of the month, what week of the month, or what week of the month. What? What month this week is in. Oh my goodness. Every time, you guys. So yeah, like I said, super simple, super clean week. I don't think much happened this week. I know that I was pretty busy with work, but I don't really recall much else of what happened. I feel like when I'm sitting down and looking at these spreads to do voiceovers, I'm kind of like reliving everything because I wouldn't otherwise remember. And then I'm going to relive it all again when I do my flip through. So that should be interesting. But I guess with that said, let's go ahead and make our way into the plans for the week. So as always, I'm not mentioning where each and every sticker that I've used is from. I will, of course, link each of the stores that I've used in the description below. But as always, if you have any questions or you want to know where a particular sticker is from, then absolutely drop it in the comments below and I will get back to you. But at this point, I tend to have some regular stores that I shop from, and it tends to be the same stores generally pretty much all the time. And every now and then I kind of spice things up by throwing in something a little bit random and different. I'm almost caught up. I feel like this is one of the quickest bases that I've ever laid down, and I think that was just because the boxes were limited. Like I had enough boxes to do what I wanted to do with the spread, but there wasn't really much choice or much room for extra choice. Like I didn't have to make extra decisions. I kind of just laid them down. I laid the underlays down. The foil bundles make it really easy in that way. And then I get to go ahead and get started on the day by day. So let's go ahead and get started on the day by day. So first things first, on Monday morning, I have marked Coffee Monday. And because it is Halloween, and I feel like I always forget to pull from my like seasonal stickers or my holiday stickers. So I have all of these Christmas stickers, all of these Halloween stickers, and I never pull for them. So I made a conscious effort this year to pull for all of my holiday stickers. And in this spread, I tried to use not only icons and characters that color matched the kit, but I also tried to use Halloween stickers as well. So with Coffee Monday, instead of using a regular coffee cup that just matched the color of the kit, I actually used the cute little Freddy from Fox and Cactus. And I think I've got 2 sheets of him and I've not once used him. So I decided that this was going to be the day that I bring him into the spread. He doesn't quite match because his sweater is red and green, but the kit is so dark and moody that I feel like he kind of blends in anyway. And I just thought that because he was holding a little coffee cup, and I feel a little bit like Freddy Krueger on a Monday, let's be honest, I thought that it worked really well. So I decided that that would be fun to use. The next thing that I then marked on Monday was work. And then this was a chore day. Well, not really a chore day, but I did mark doing some laundry on this day. So clearly I didn't have much else to mark. I then marked that I spent some time playing The Sims with my cute little Grim Reaper sticker there, which I think is really, really cute and really, again, fitting for this spread. I then marked that I had a cup of coffee. And then underneath that, I have no idea what I was meant to mark there. So I'm going to have to find my planner notes because it's still blank as I'm filming this voiceover. So I don't actually know what was meant to go there. So yay for me. On to Tuesday. So at the top of the day there, I did mark that it was a work from office day. Again, for anyone who's been around a little while, you know that generally speaking, my office days are Wednesdays. But this was a period in time when I was in a new role, and the new role is very different to my current role in that you kind of have to go to the office when you're needed. So this particular week, we were setting up for a work event, and we had to ensure that everything was like set up, ready to go, that we had everything that we needed for the event. So I actually had to go into the office on Tuesday and Wednesday. And on Tuesday, it was very much just making sure everything was set up, that we had all the little bits and pieces that we needed, that we decorated, and that just everything was going to go smoothly the next day when the actual event was held. So it was a work from office day, nice early start. Ugh, don't even get me started on the early starts. So then I have marked underneath that we set up the awards. So we got all the little trophy gift bags and set them up on a table. We set up a balloon arch. We had all these colored balloons sprinkled around. The theme at work was Havana Nights. So we had all these like almost neon, very bright colored balloons everywhere. We had like foliage and like palm tree bits and pieces and things like that scattered throughout the room. And it was really, really pretty. But we had to set that all up on Tuesday. Once we had set majority of that up, or like what we could, we then had to go and pick up some trophies. So this is like a yearly event that we hold at my work where we like acknowledge people for their hard work, for their, high scores, things like that. So we actually get trophies made, and they're these pretty little engraved glass trophies. So we had arranged those, and we actually had to go and pick them up on this day so that they were there and ready to go for the presentation the following day. This... Because we were so busy and because we were running around frantically, we were going to get some McDonald's drive-through on the way back to work, but we ran out of time and we needed to get back to work because we had a meeting. So we had to go to Costco. We went to Costco, and then because of all of that, we were running late. So we came back to work, and we'd gotten these like catering sandwiches for the event the following day, and we had those in the back of the boot that we had to take up and put in the fridge. Because we hadn't eaten, we're like, you know what? We're just going to crack open the sandwiches. So the sandwiches were in the boot. We opened up the boot. We grabbed out a little quarter triangle of a sandwich each. We ate that out of the boot in the car park at work, and then went back to work. So didn't eat a lot, ran around a lot. It was a crazy day. So I marked that we had boot sandwiches. I put a little ghosty there. I imagine that's probably just to mark that I was tired because it was a hell of a day. Like I said, early start. I was awake at 6. I was in probably earlier actually because I got to work at I think 7. We were setting up. We were running around. We didn't eat. Like I was exhausted. And then because I was still hungry when I finished work for the day, I did go through the McDonald's drive-through. So I got myself another coffee, and I probably got like some nuggets or a cheeseburger or something like that because I needed to eat. One thing I don't miss about that role is the hecticness. Like there's no rhyme or reason or routine as to what you do. Like your days are different. Things can just come in and you need to deal with them on the spot, and it's chaotic. And this day was no exception. Moving on to Wednesday, the day of the awards. So I have marked there that it was a work day. I should have probably put that it was a work from office day, but it's fine. It is what it is. And then underneath that, I did mark that it was the awards day. So we had our little ceremony. We had some catering come in. We had like the big boss of the company come in to present the awards. We had the awards and it was a great day. Everyone enjoyed it. Everyone loved the food. We got really positive feedback from it. And given that I had organized the bulk of it, I was very, very pleased with myself. I then marked that I got some coffee because I needed it. It was also payday on this day. And then I have put two little things down the bottom of Wednesday. No idea what they are. Probably just marking relaxing or having a lazy evening. And then I imagine there was some sort of YouTube or Twitch hangs because I put a laptop sticker there. But again, for whatever reason, I didn't actually mark what I did. So going to have to go back and try and fill that in, provided that my notes are there somewhere. Then we go ahead and we jump over to Thursday. So the first thing that I've marked at the top of the day there is that it was a work day. I then marked that I had a headache. I also marked that it was quite a cool day. I don't know why I put that in there. I obviously didn't have much else to mark. After work, I did have myself a little nappy nap. I do love a good nap. Sometimes you just need to refresh and recharge. And then that, not me losing my voice, oh my God. And then that evening when my husband got home, we actually had a Supernatural binge watch session. I then put an empty label in and I've also marked doing some laundry and then there's another empty label. So I don't know, maybe I was waiting on scripts and that's why I didn't put things in and I didn't want to write them in because I'm trying to use more scripts now. But then again, kind of to digress a little bit, I feel like the more scripts that I use in a spread sometimes, the messier it looks. And then I feel like when I handwrite things more, sometimes it looks better. Does anyone else ever feel like that or is it just me? Anyway, that is Thursday and Planner Melissa is still finishing out Wednesday. So if she could just hurry up, that would be fantastic. Okay, so Friday. So Friday, last working day of the week. First thing that I've marked at the top of the day there is, of course, work. And then this was actually the day that Taylor Swift's version or Taylor's version of her 1989 album was released. 1989 is one of my favorite albums. So naturally, once that came out, I was listening to it as much as I could. So I, of course, marked that in my planner. I then have 1, 2, 3 blank labels. So no idea what's meant to go in those. And then on Friday night, I put a large box there. I put a TV sticker there. And I put nothing in it. I am going to go ahead and assume, I could be wrong, but I'm going to go ahead and assume that that is to mark that we had a Supernatural binge watch because we were so close to the end and finishing all 15 seasons by this point that I imagine that we were just smashing through Supernatural and not actually watching any movies. Because generally speaking, when we're at home and we don't have any plans, Friday and Saturday night, we just watch something on Netflix. Like my husband will watch football if it's football season. Football season wasn't on at this point in time. So if it's not football season, we would generally watch a movie. And I don't think we were doing it at this point because we just wanted to get through. I remember saying to my husband that I wanted to finish watching Supernatural in October or November at the latest because I didn't want to do a Supernatural spread in December. Ideally, I wanted my Supernatural spread to be in October because like it fit the theme. But I definitely knew that I didn't want it to carry into December because obviously I want to use as many Christmas kits as I can. So no doubt that was to mark Supernatural binge watching and maybe I ran out of scripts. I don't know. But then we go ahead and we get to the weekend. Planner Melissa is planning Friday, so that's fine. So Saturday, the first thing that I've marked at the top of the day was that I did some filming. Once I got done with that, we did have a Supernatural binge watch session before we headed out to our friends. So we actually spent some time at our friend's house this evening. So I have marked that we went to Annie and Graham's house after that. While we were at their house, I, of course, had baby snuggles. Whenever I'm there, I'm just like, give me that baby. So I cuddle her and play with her. I marked that we had pizza for dinner. And then generally speaking, like once the kids are fed, they're in bed by like 7:30, 8 o'clock usually. And then that's kind of when we, as adults, we kind of just hang out, we chat. Sometimes we'll watch a TV show, a movie. whatever it may be, that's kind of like the time where we like hang out and catch up. So I marked late night hangs, and then we pretty much pack up and we head home and go to bed. And then lastly, Sunday. So Sunday was just, one of those days around the house. So when I got up, I did mark doing some tidying up, generally the kitchen. When I mark tidying up on a weekend morning, it's usually the kitchen. And then I have marked that I did some filming. I think there would be somewhere under that I'm supposed to have marked coffee, because generally I'm not filming if I don't have coffee. And once again, I have two little things labels there that I've not marked anything in. So I'm just guessing. I've then also marked that we had a Supernatural binge watch session on Sunday. We probably got through quite a few episodes this day. Then I marked that I made some pasta. I don't know what sort of pasta. Probably just an easy, like, toss the sauce in kind of pasta. And then once again, I finished out Sunday by putting a little Fox and Cactus laptop girl, but I haven't specified whether I was watching YouTube or whether I was twitching. No idea. I probably have planner notes, because as I've been planning these last couple of months, I've been keeping my planner notes because I started to run out of scripts and things like that. So I kept my planner notes knowing that I would have to go back in and fill in some of these gaps. Hopefully all of the gaps in this spread, because there's quite a damn lot of them. Hopefully I have something written down for all of them and I can just go back and put the scripts and icons and whatever else in, because otherwise it's going to be a very interesting looking spread. But that's essentially it. That is the week done and dusted. In just a moment, Planner Melissa is going to finish marking everything off on Sunday. And then as always, we will go ahead, we will go through the leftovers. I'll give you a little wiggly wiggle. I don't think I write in the planner, like you won't actually see the plans and stuff until we flick from this screen to the next one, because apparently this was a day where I didn't feel like writing as I went. I feel like sometimes when I plan, I'll write my plans as I go, and then other times if I'm in a rush or I can't be bothered or I want the spread to be perfect, I find that I'll put the boxes down, I'll put the icons that I've pulled down, and then I'll actually write in it off camera, and then you see the finished result, like this one. But that is it, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you haven't already, please consider liking and subscribing, and I'll see you all very soon for another video. Thanks for watching. Bye!